Today we're going to be looking at the HG P402 1/10 scale scalar rig. I picked this one up from gearbest.com at an incredible price. Some of the reviews I've seen online look pretty good, so I thought I'd go ahead and give it a chance, take a peek at it. What I like about this, it's a basic scalar rig. It's going to allow me to go through and upgrade as I feel fit to get the kind of truck that I want out of it. So, but all the components are there to get out and do some basic RC scaling with it. So let's just go ahead and we'll open the box and we'll take a peek. And first thing we got here looks like remote control and probably the charger. Not a bad looking remote. You know, it's your average package RTR remote control. So we got your on and off steering trim. You got a high and low switch right here, which I think is unique. Everything I read and looked at online, it's got a 2-speed transmission on this thing. And from what I understand, you're able to put a servo in there and utilize your high-low switch. You can switch it as you're driving. Could be a unique feature. And just your basic normal and reverse switching for your steering and your throttle. So kind of excited about getting into this one. And inside the box here we have 15 milliamp, 100 milliamp battery, 7.4 LiPo. And of course the charger that comes with it. I'll go ahead and I'll be cutting off the plug and putting on a Dean's plug like I do with all my rigs. We got a drain hole on the bottom of this battery. So I'm wondering if this thing is actually set up for going through some kind of water. Well, we'll look into that. And let's just pull the rig out here. Try to get it so it's all on camera. And looks like all the plastic is underneath the body pins here. Tied in underneath. Okay, underneath we have with most RTRs, you got a sticker package and some accessories. Looks like we got a light bar. Looks like a couple extra pinion gears, some Allen wrenches, and a wrench. We'll get into that in a minute. Still trying to get into here. Looks like I'm gonna have to snip some zip ties here. That should do it. Got some more body pins here in the back. There we go. Well, there it is. So you've got a full-size spare. The roll bar seems to be pretty solid. It's your standard Lexan body. Yeah, let's take a look underneath. Our motor transmission, speed control. Looks like about a 540 size motor. And isn't this lovely? Don't know if you can see that, but the pinion gear doesn't even touch the spur gear. Look at that. So it looks like that'll have to be set up first thing. You gotta love it. So we'll go ahead and adjust that and get that all touch in connected. Looks like here's our antenna for our 2.4 cooling fins. I'll have to look and see if this can be waterproofed. We got a box up front here. You know, I'm just not quite sure what that box does. We'll look at that in a minute. Servo. Which goes to plastic linkage, steering linkage. We'll have to look into that. It looks kind of like an SCX10 copy plate right there. Looks like some standard plastic linkages. Drive shafts. Look, it's like both front and back is on a 3-point suspension. Frame is all plastic. The chassis. Looks like it's got pretty rigid front and rear bumpers. Body posts have plenty of extension if you wanted to put on a taller body. And it appears to me, now that looks like oil. I had heard that these were not oil-filled shocks, but they appear to be oil-filled shocks. Let me grab my wrench here. We're gonna go ahead while I got pull off a tire here. I'm hoping these are 12mm nuts that hold on the tire. And it appears that they are. And here's the pin. We're just going to go ahead and remove all those so they don't fall out somewhere. And we're going to go ahead and pull one of these shocks real quick. I know this is just an unboxing, but let's just take a peek and see what we got for these shocks. Got the shock off. Let's take a peek here. It appears, let me get a rag. It appears that these are oil filled. We have, well, you know what, maybe not. We're going to find out here real quick though. Okay, so they are not oil-filled shocks. You can't even take the top cap off. It looks like they've just put grease. Yeah, there's nothing, there's no spring in there at all. So, looks like they just greased up the shaft out, the outside shaft. Gave the appearance that there might be oil. These are all plastic parts. So as usual, for those of you who know, those of you who don't know, that when you're screwing into plastic, you just got to be really careful you don't over tighten it because it'll strip out pretty darn quick. So there we go. It looks like the battery fits in the back. You know, if you're doing any kind of serious scaling, you know that most of your weight should be up front. So I'm going to look at actually figuring out how I can get the battery up front. Let me go ahead and get the battery charged up. We'll get the body back on and we'll take it for a little spin and see how it does. The HG P402 from Gearbest.